Captain Marvel. I had to watch this movie at least twice before I really felt the way I do about it. When I first watched it, I gave it about a 6, maybe a 6.5. Now I give it a good solid 9. It's a movie that could feel out of place for anybody watching it at first. Uh, but once you see it alongside the full Infinity War saga, uh, it starts to make a lot more sense. It's a connecting tissue kind of a movie. Uh, Iron Man and Captain America, not so much in that kind of begin this whole thing. Captain Marvel feels like you're kind of dropped in the middle of it. So unless you're already aware of what's kind of going on, uh, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War, Endgame, it and really all the rest of the stuff that has Nick Fury or any of those characters in it, Agent Coulson in it, it might not make as much sense. Start off with Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel herself. She she's a fun character. I higher, further, faster. She embodies that throughout. The more I see her, the more I believe in that. I'm behind it all the way because that's what she does. She's the kind of hero, and I've talked about this in my top 5 heroes. Uh, she lives that way. She's the kind of hero I'd want to back me up any day of the week because I know she's gonna go higher, further, faster. I know she's gonna go the distance and then some. Uh, she does that throughout the whole movie. Uh, Once you kind of understand that, once you get her whole rock and roll feel, you, I was along for the ride the whole way. Uh, in some ways, I even feel like she's better as far as excitement goes than Iron Man or Captain America. She just goes that much further, and she's that much more powerful. Really, uh, she's an amazing character, and I can't wait to see how she does in the Marvels. I can't wait to see what she does next. Uh, Talking about Nick Fury next. This movie was really great about Nick Fury in this one, as this is before he really becomes like the head of Shield. So you get to see Nick Fury more as a man than you do as this super spy father figure kind of being. I Out of all of the MCU movies, I think I like this one the most when it comes to Nick Fury's character. He's a human being, dedicated to his job. He loves his career. He loves it so much. He gets excited about getting this dude's fingerprint off of this piece of tape. He gets so excited about you know. You understand it. I don't know about all of you, but you find something that you really enjoy doing and get excited about doing it. Like me doing this, uh, he has that same excitement, and it makes a lot more sense why he's who he is. Um, the scenes between him and Carol are just fantastic. You really do believe that they're friends, really good friends, like quick friends. There's something about their chemistry. I don't know what it is, uh, but it works really nicely. There's like this interesting understanding between them, and it carries on through the whole movie. It's interesting. One of the best kind of buddy kind of cop feels I've seen anywhere. So for that alone, it's a great watch. Maria Rambeau, she I one her and Carol Danvers, uh, same thing. There's a chemistry there that I don't know what Marvel's been doing. I don't know what Kevin Feige's been doing or whoever else, but whoever's been doing the casting, whoever's been doing any of the story, like man, and of course the actors, Maria Rambeau and Carol Danvers, they're like sisters. It's crazy. It's one movie. You haven't seen uh these two in their entirety before this movie, but for some reason their chemistry is so good. It just feels like you've seen them for years. They support each other. They love each other. There's a point in the movie where there's a suicide mission that they're gonna go on, and Maria Rambeau ends up going up there, even though she's got a daughter. She's a single mother. She's got a daughter at home, and the daughter like convinces her to go. But it's just kind of funny. That's how ride or die this woman is she's willing to go on a suicide mission with her friend even though she's got a daughter at home. It's almost reckless. So, but really good. She's an awesome pilot. It's really exciting to see her. I can't wait to see how her daughter, Monica Rambeau, and Carol Danvers do in the Marvels. I'm super stoked about that. Next on Talos, like the main scroll guy in this movie. That guy has got all kind of charisma. That guy is dripping with charisma. Like, dude is a lot of fun to watch. Uh, and what's more interesting about him compared to a lot of the other characters I've seen in the MCU is since he is able to shapeshift into different people. He's so smooth with his infiltration. He can get anywhere and everywhere, and he does. And he's so cool and charismatic and calculated and dangerous when he does it. He's just got the full package, but he's not all just brute strength, or he's not like a complete asshole or anything. He's got this charm to him. He's got this vision about him. He's got this heart about him. You end up sympathizing with him. Great character. Gosh, what's his name? Von Rogg, I think is his name. Basically, Carol Danvers is I'll call him a mentor of sorts. Jude Law plays him. He at first comes off as more of like a Qui-Gon Jinn to her Obi-Wan, but later on in the movie, you realize he's the bad guy. I mean, he's pretty much the main bad guy of the movie. I think that's one thing that when you first watch it might kind of throw you off. It's not so much, you don't get this big bad guy like you do with like Ironmonger in Iron Man, or Whiplash in Iron Man 2, or Red Skull in the first Captain America movie. Jan Rogg's character, he comes off as a good guy at first. And if you know anything about Captain Marvel, you probably will already know that that's not the case. But if you don't, it can be surprising, and in a good way, I think, especially after watching it repeatedly, because you understand that he's the bad guy, that he's full of shit, and he's trying to control her. Once you get that, the second time you watch the movie, it falls into place better, and you understand that this is more about her kind of breaking free from that control and fully realizing who she is and what she can do. There's more bad guys in that movie. It's actually a good amount, but they all make sense because they're all part of the same team. Minerva, she plays kind of like the right hand man to Jan Rog. She's just a fun kind of badass slash asshole sniper pilot woman. I mean, she's got the full package as well. Funny thing about her is that actress also plays the main character in the Eternals movie. I'm not sure why they decided to do that, but she's great in both roles. I like very different roles in the same MCU universe, and she does a fantastic job in both. The action, it kind of goes up and down. I'd say the beginning quarter of the movie is pretty solid. It's good. It's got a nice beat to it, and you really get to feel even then, even when she's under the Kree control, she's still quite awesome. There's a scene where she's fighting a bunch of Skrulls on the ship. It's one of my favorite scenes in the MCU. She kicks all these guys' asses, and she's got her hands shackled in these metal bonds, and she's like roaring at this dude, and it's just fun. It's a good scene. and and then in the middle, it kind of gets a little soft. There's some action in there too, which is great, but it's a little bit more story there. And then at the end, it picks up a lot, like Rainbow Kaleidoscope, full on Captain Marvel amazingness. I love it every time. It's a great release for her and for the audience. So good stuff there too. Yeah, highly recommend it. Once you've seen it at least twice and on, I defy you to say that you don't love that movie as much as I do. I want to hear in the comments. All right, bye everybody.